a shift. I really did see this coming. I was really picking it up in the first week edition. And more than likely, this is something that is progressing through big changes for Divine Masculine. Now, I am seeing these individuals, and it's funny because Divine Feminine had this last week where, your clarity about the future was really blurred. Now, it's funny. I think this is actually spiritually changing. And I feel as though with this card, we do have it in front of me, and my guides are actually telling me it is very clear. Okay, so the clarity is coming to these individuals, and it is to do with the bigger picture. It's funny, this person is very, very nostalgic at the moment, and something has directly shifted in them at a heart-centered level, at a very accepting level, where it's like, I know what I need to do. I know my purpose. I know what I'm going to do. I've struggled with this. It's almost like this lack of clarity is causing the clarity. And I know it's like, okay, the lack of clarity is causing the clarity, because it forces us to actually dive in and really reflect upon it. And from the way the cards have come out, I feel as though the circumstance in the past is I need to get back to a space where I was happy. I need to get back to a space where I was zen. I know that feeling. I can, it feels calm. It feels nurturing. It feels positive. It feels motivational. And this is how they feel when they're around Divine Feminine. And I feel, it's funny because we have an old approach in the heart space. And it's weird. I'm not actually getting this as a negative energy. I do get this in the reference point of the joint connection as a positive thing. Why is that? Is because this person does know what to do. Okay, they know you quite well. They've been observing. They've been spying. And I get that they do know what you need. So it's not that this person's silly or they don't know the right way to act in an ethical, moral frequency. They do. They're looking at it like, okay, I do need to do things on the up and up. With the wrong people, yes, I may have presumed at a point in time, maybe my Divine Feminine was the wrong person, but I have come to understand in total love and heart that this is my person. And so they do know how to relate to it. They're also referencing the fact that for those of you that had over the years maybe been in communication, that gradually you have given them that PDF of what is acceptable and what's not. So there is sort of like a resume they have to work with in kind of navigating this journey with you. They do know what works and what doesn't. And, they're also aware that for some of you, you might have some PTSD from it, some anxiousness and apprehension. And they're very clear about something. They're also referencing, for some, seeing an image of you during Christmas. This could have been on social media. This could be an old image they have around that time. This could be on their phone or in an email, but they are referencing an image and towards November, December. What are we seeing here? What do they want to tell us? They've needed a bit of time. There's a big conversation coming. The big conversation, for some, it's like, oh, I've got a big conversation coming. For some, they're referencing having to talk to a karmic. This is more for those that are needing to end a karmic cycle. There is communication here sitting on the open your heart. Now, again, with some, they're still referencing a comparison here. They're referencing a difference between the karmic and the feminine, and how there is going to be a role reversal, how there is going to be a role reversal in a sense that they're giving more to you and cutting a karmic cycle off that they feel they no longer resonate with. Now, if this person is single, they're also making a reference point to that, is that it was the healing this person was doing. It was really blocking them from being open with you. They were very apprehensive. They were very cautious, a little bit skittish. Their feeling is though, even though they were doing that, And it's a weird analogy for them to actually use. You do make them nervous. You also are also ever so consuming. I'm hearing drunk on love. They also feel they can be open and transparent with you, but there's a stark difference. It's almost like they're choked up talking about it. They're choked up thinking about it, but it's very positive. There's nothing really in a negative tone that they're making. There's some old thing here that needs addressing. They're saying it was never not good. But there is something here that they're having to, oh God, it's like something's biting at their heels. Something's biting at their heels. They're trying to get this new. This could be misunderstood by Divine Feminine. There are some fears around Divine Feminine rejecting them, getting frustrated with the time it's taken them to heal. And they're also feeling, it's almost like, oh my God, I'm being my own worst enemy. Please, please, please. It's like something comes up. And they're actually referencing something is always coming up. When am I having my happiness? This person may be showing up at your home. This could be out of anxiety. It's like they just feel it's time to do it. It's time to do it. It's time to bring something to an end. They're also referencing they don't like the long time of no talk, no communication, no see each other. They don't know how this is going to go with Divine Feminine. They're very concerned they'll be rejected. But that they're really, really, really wanting that deep connection with Divine Feminine. They're really wanting that closeness. Something's pushing them here. Something's really pushing them to transform. But there are some old things that they're dealing with as they're moving forward towards you. Don't be surprised if you do receive a telephone call. It feels more than what you've had before. So it feels like a questionnaire. I don't know why they're referencing a questionnaire. This could be starting in the shape or form of a text message. Then it could be moving on to a conversation. But it's almost like the person's trying to get information out of you. And whatever this is, it's to gauge what your opinion is with something. Because they're wanting to tell you something. I'm going to pull one card for the heart of it in a chakra, and I'll pull a romance card. Because it's like they're wanting to get to the heart of something. But they're apprehensive. They're like, shit, how are they going to take this? I don't know what it is, but I know the feeling. The feeling is, oh crap, this person's got something big to tell. Yeah, it could be to do with tribe and family, a physical living environment. There could be some apprehension to do with will the family accept you? Not theirs, yours. And also that, if they are moving through a breakup, they're saying, hey, they need to get that shit in order. They're getting that shit in order. On the opposite side of the spectrum, there's an apprehension to do with your family, Divine Feminine, and how you may be seeing it and perceiving it. Separately, in the heart space, they want to be absolutely single to be able to give their cup of love to you. Okay? Freedom. There is nothing stopping you. The path is clear. if you want it to be. So it is a choice, and this choice, it feels as though, again, I just kept getting this month they were quite self-critical. It's like, okay, you want to, it's like Brittany, you know, you want a hot body, you better work. They're on the able. They're ready to do what they need to do to have what they desire. We will check in with this energy next week. And yes, this year, rather, we are going to be having new content. I have been working behind the scenes, prepping things for 2025. Love and light, and I'll see you next week. Take care, beautifuls.